Hey everyone, what I thought I'd do today is do what's in the bag for 2021. What you're going to see in this video is me going through all the different clubs in my bag, from putter all the way to driver. There is a wild card in there, and if people who watch all the way to the end of the video, you subscribe, like and comment, there'll be a chance to win a vintage putter that's ideal for somebody that's just started golf. Enjoy. In the bag, TaylorMade Spider. You can't buy these out on the open market, if I believe. I believe these were a special edition, and it's also got a Pistol GT 2.0 Super Stroke grip. So putters, I always found it quite hard to, when you're lining up the putter, how the neck goes into the head. What I quite like about the centre shaft is it's a nice clean line and straight. What I also quite like about this putter face is it's got some grooves on, so very early groove technology, and it comes out nice and soft. But also with this putter you can adjust the weights on the back. So I haven't messed with this one, this is left as standard, but you can order custom weights, or you used to be able to order custom weights from TaylorMade, which I do have. Next up in the bag, club, absolutely amazing. Got Mac Daddy PM grind, 60 degrees in 10 degrees of bounce. And as you can see just from the angle, there is a little bit of offset there, but not too much that you can't lay it open, and if you can shut it down a little bit as well without it changing the look of the club. This is absolutely perfect for deep rough and bunkers. Never use it from the fairway, never use it for full shots, only chips shots around the green really. Next up in the bag, another Mac Daddy 4, but you might not have seen one of these before. This is a tactical Mac Daddy 4. So it has black tank shaft, murder tank shaft, lambkin, Callaway grip, which goes for full stealth mode. As you can see, face condition, still in decent condition, still got the micro grooves, and as you can see also, rusts over time, so it gets a little bit darker and it loses its combat green. Also have it in 52, as you can see this green has maintained the colour on here for a bit better than the 56. So this one's a 52 and 10 degrees of bounce. The 56 was also 10 degrees of bounce as well. And as you can see, still got the same shaft, is that the wrong way around? Dynamic gold, S200. And then this one's quite interesting. So I've got a Golf Pride 2G grip on, which is mid-size, and the reason I've gone mid-size is because I tended to miss this left of target, so I was rotating my hands over too much. So what I thought I'd do is go mid-size, and that stops me rotating the club a little bit more. So that's worked in other parts of the bag as well, which I'm going to discuss, but maybe that's an idea you could try. There's certain shots where you don't want to miss the ball left with overactive hands, go mid-size. By no means least, Ping Glide 2.0 SS, so standard bounce. As you can see, it's really smart again when it's hooded over, when it's neutral, and when it's slightly open. I wouldn't tend to play this anything other than slightly closed or standard. Open, if I'm trying to open it, I'm probably playing the wrong club. As you can see, 12 degrees of bounce, and this one is in black dot, not in blue like the rest of my irons, which you'll see in a minute. So this one, Dynamic Gold X100, same as my iron shafts. This is slightly stiffer, but that's because I play full shots with it. So do it the right way around. Dynamic Gold X100. As you can see, a little bit stiffer, but like I said, full shots only. I wouldn't be using this around the green very much. I tend to be using my 52, 56 or 60 for those kind of shots. So So with the irons, Ping S55s, and I've got these in 9 iron to 4 iron. Now I'll just show you what they look like from different angles. And as you can see, got those in blue dot, X100 shafts, full chord Ping, also Golf Pride grips. Possibly need a change. So any recommendations on different grips to go for? Quite like those Lankin cross lines. They seem pretty good, but any recommendations on those? I tend to play with 2 gloves, a bit like Tommy 2 gloves, so it doesn't matter so much to me that they are corded, but as you can see, not the grippiest at the moment, so they could do with a replacement. 6 iron, starting to get more knife-like now, so quite narrow on the sole, but absolutely gorgeous from the top line, still in good condition. As you can see, same grips. Now, this might be a mistake. 4 iron, absolute butter knife. But when I did start with this at the back end of the season, played a couple of rounds with it, hit it pretty good, averaged 195 with it. So they are quite weak lofts. I'll put the lofts up on screen for you. But you can see, absolutely classic Ping club, not too much offset. Same grips, same shafts, all standard apart from the lie. Now this is where it gets interesting in my bag. You've got Mizuno 18 degree, this is 2008, but you can see, we can get the camera to zoom in, pured, so this shaft's been pured, KBS X stiff, and again another grip that potentially needs to be done. So thinking when we get back out of lockdown, I'll be getting same grips all the way through the bag, apart from the wedges, which I've explained to you. SLDR 14 degree, absolute bomb balls with this. So as you can see, like all of the SLDRs had those marks on the face where the faces were welded. I've got it on higher, so the club normally, because it's a tall head, sits a little bit open, so by having it 1.53 degrees closed, it actually makes it sit slightly closed. But if I can, there isn't much there at all, if I can try and get it in line. So really good condition, not many of these around, and it's also got Matrix Ozic shaft rules 70, so it isn't stiff, but I find that I don't necessarily need it extra stiff because it's quite low loft and low spinning anyway. This gives it a little bit of extra kick, so I don't mind that. And it has got a brand new Golf Pride grip on, but it is just the wrong way around. As you can see, I have it in the playing position, it's kind of on sideways, so that might be changed in the future, but perfect for long to short par fours, depending on where you're playing. I put this in for maximum ball speed. If I'm playing this, it normally means there's more room for where the 3-wood's going to go. I'm not playing to a tight corner. If I was going to play to a tight corner, I'd use my 2 iron, that MP Fly High. Last but by no means least, because I've got a wild card to come up, PXG XF. So if you haven't seen my other videos, I've got this brand new £250 in the recent PXG sale. So 9 degrees, hazardous smoke 6.5, and I think there's an extra wrap of tape on my grip. So again, Lampkin, but it's PXG. So absolutely great. I haven't used this yet, but I've heard it's a little bit like the G20, G30 in terms of spin profile. So a little bit higher spin, a bit more balance on MOI. And that suits me perfectly because my second driver, which I might put in play this year, is very, very low spin. So some might say this is a bit out there, but I'm going to try and game 2 drivers this year. So I appreciate I've already shown you 14 clubs, but as I already said, I tend to only use a 60 degree around the greens, so that could go and I could use my 56, or the 4 iron could come out. So there is a bit of a gap between 5 and the next club my 2-iron, but I tend to find I can do quite a lot with that 2-iron and take a lot of yardage off, which I know some of the pros discussed before, and they like hit a fade or hit it off the front foot and knock off 20-30 yards, so that's always an option, or try and force in 5-iron there with a bit of draw. So this is an SLDR 460 set at standard loft, so it sits slightly open again because it's a bit of a tall head. It is in absolute monster shaft 7.0 handcrafted LZ. So these used to retail for about £300 ago. And as you can see, if I can show you if it zooms in, mid-size shaft, grip, sorry. So mid-side grip. And again, the reason for that is this is anti-left. My bad shot tends to be to the left-hand side of the course, bit of an overdraw. This almost guarantees it won't go there. It's very, very rare I'll hit this with a draw unless I'm hitting it straight out of here. Unless it's right off the toe, it will tend to go straight to a bit of a fade. Not so much of a slice, but I do understand people when they say if they have an SLDR, it's a bit unforgiving because all the weight's towards the face like it is with an iron. If you hit an iron out the toe or out the heel, you can feel it in your hands, and this is kind of the same. One season I'm going to be using Inesis 900 tour balls. These balls have urethane cover, so grippy. They don't spin too much. Some people have said they spin too much like the Kirkland ball. They're not like that really. They're more like, say, a bit like your Pro V1. They spin enough, they don't spin too much. TXG, Tour Experience Golf on YouTube have done an amazing review of these. That kind of convinced me to give them a try, and ever since then, not turned back really. Been absolutely perfect. I wouldn't change the ball at this price point. I don't think they need to put any more money into it. The quality that they turn them out at is enough. I think if they put any more money into it and start to market them, then the price is going to go up for the consumer. So at £20, I think these are definitely worth a go. An absolute classic. It's a putter I've learned to play golf with. It's been handed down in the family, but I would like somebody else to start golf and to use this so they can get into the game that I love as well. So if you subscribe, like and put a comment down below what you're working on in your golf game this year, then as soon as I get to 100 subscribers I'll do a draw, and whoever wins I'll send this to them. Commenting below, I want to know what's in your bag. What are you playing, guys? Are you playing off the rack stuff, or are you buying things brand new? Are you buying them second hand? Do you borrow a club? Do you trial them? Do you demo them? Let me know. I want to know in the comments, and I'll help some people out if they have got some queries on golf equipment. See you guys. See you again soon.